Let me show how to install Intellect Visual Map software for Unipos Fire Panel. For that, we will open the Unipos homepage. We will select the product. And you see the Intellect software here. I only want to show this startup manual. Okay, we downloaded the manual and we have the newest link provided from here. Let we use it. And we see the most recent version of Intellect. Now I will open the CD that I got from Unipos. You see, CD has a key folder that has a file that is corresponding to the real hasp that is also provided with this installation package. So actually you will need the CD and you will need the hasp, and then you must download the most recent Intellect version. I will use only this basic version and this module. Actually, I already downloaded this, so I wanted just to show where to find the latest versions. Now let me install the most recent versions of Intellect. Okay. I will mostly use only basic settings. What is required is .NET, MS SQL. These are very big components. Then the Guardian drivers, this is the hasp, and the base product itself. Actually, see, I kept all settings by default. It now install all necessary softwares. It will take long. I maybe cut this information from this video. For SQL setup, most settings are also as default. I will only change the password for the super administrator. You actually do not need to change it. I will need to change it only for my convenience if something happens afterwards. So you remember I had the CD with the key file, so I will specify that the key is located on the CD. Okay, I can specify, then I just copy this file, copy to the key file into installer. And let me select this directory again. Next. Base setup is ready. Now add-ons that Intellect requires. So ready. It wants me to restart, but I will not restart. I know that it works without it. Now I must install the add-on. This is the latest version of the add-on for unipos Fire panel. And I must select only the add-on I require is Fire Systems and this one. Entire feature will be installed. Next, install. Okay, seems ready. My panel is connected over RS-232, so I use RS-232 IP server for that. So actually I must first install the software to create a link with the panel. Maybe it's not relevant to you if you use a COM port that is located on the PC. I have Moxa and port 5110. Yes, this one is correct. So I will choose support, software and downloads. Now I search for import 5100 series. Now I choose driver and I have to choose import administration suite for Windows 7, 10. I have Windows Server 19, so this package is correct. Let me download it and set up it. Okay. Now I search for import. I have found it, but I know that my IP address is not from the same segment as Moxa is, so actually I have to check if I can ping this. And this address is not responding, which is correct. So I must set my IP address to the same subnet. For that, I will just add another subnet on my TCP IP. Okay, that should be now. Yeah, it started to communicate. So, COM3. So let me apply this. Do you want to apply the changes? Yes. Remember to change operation mode to real COM mode. Yes, this is really necessary. For that I can do from the import administrator, but I also can check if I communicate with the module over the web. Default address is Moxa. Operating mode is real command that is required, as required. Okay, we will finish with this setup. Now let's check if we can communicate with the panel. For that we go to the products, choose the panel what I have this one. And download configuration software. This is used now only for checking the communication with the Fire panel. No response. Yeah, because I didn't check the correct comport. I have the video camera that looks on my panel. What I want to see is this small third LED on the MOX import. Okay, it's communication error. That is correct because I didn't choose the correct COM port. Now I will choose the correct port, and now I will try to communicate with the panel. Let me see. Communication is okay. Let me check the time on the panel. Okay, time is incorrect. Let me set the correct time according to the PC. And now let me check if correct time is set. Yes, the correct time is set. Okay, now we know that the panel communicates okay. Let me now start the visual software. Visual software started. Now let's configure it. For that, in the hardware, I will choose the unipos module. My correct parameters are speed and the RS address. Let me say apply. Now let me read the configuration. You see, when I press the read full configuration, the LED, the third LED that shows us communication over RS port is not LED. So let me restart the intellect to fix that. Okay, let me check now if communication now is working. Read full configuration. Read only panel. Stop reading. I haven't have chosen the incorrect COM port. Okay, let me try again. Read full configuration. No, it doesn't start. Let me restart the intellect again. Now you see the communication is okay. I choose read only panels, however you could already choose the read full configuration. But for quicker response I wanted to see if only panels can be read. So actually now it's reading some configuration from the panel that must appear here if when it completes. Let me wait. Okay, fire panel appeared. Let me read the full configuration from panel. It will include all detectors and zones that are on the panel. For a large configuration, this step can take up to 2 hours. So be ready for that. In my current configuration, it must take not more than a few minutes. Okay, seems it's already complete. So let me rename my detectors according to the positions and addresses on the loop. I see that I have this device. Loop 1, address 1, or better to be it 001. This is not necessary step, but I want to be my system to be concise. Okay, now we complete. We press apply. Now we create the visual interface that will be showing us the maps. Okay, let us create an object named map. Okay, the X setting is in percent. How which amount of screen will be used for the map. Let us say X starts by 0 and is up to, let's say, 85%. Y is from 0 up to, let's say, 70. Apply. So now we create a layer, and the layer is actually an image where we will put the detectors. Edit the layer, and I have created 2 different maps already that I will use in this demo, and these were this format. Okay, open. Okay, we have a map. Now we add new object. Let me add the panel. Example here. This is a communication port actually, and now let me add detectors into here. Okay, the first detector is here. I see it's quite big. Let me see. This is positions and this is height. Let me try to make it slower. 40 to 40. No, it's too big. 20 to 20. Okay, it's fine. I also can move the text with arrows on the keyboard. It's not very convenient, but it's done only once, so it's not a big problem. Shouldn't be a big problem. Okay, the first detector is on. Let me recheck the parameters. It was 20. New object. Okay, scale, let it be 20 to 20, and we'll see if this also can be set. Okay, not a good position, so I will just drag them out. So in this one, I don't know, As you see, we have some difficulties setting the map, but you will get used to, no worry. Okay, let me try to do same as the detectors. Detector 1, detector 2, actually the addresses are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see that it's not beautiful. Okay, let me see that maybe this way better. 32, 20. Can we choose a multiple format and choose them? Yeah, it is fine. Okay. New object. Okay, let's do this way, that we set all the detectors from the loop 1 to this map, and some of the detectors I will put to another layer. So 10. So 11 will be 32, 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let me have something from the other loop as well. Let it be the siren here, and the model here, and the detector here. Okay, this layer is fine. Let me add another layer. Okay, layer 2. Do the layer. Set background. We will choose a different map to understand where we are. Okay, now is fine, and let me add the loop 2 into that. And you see, I can add the same detectors on more than one map. Let me add also a link to another layer, to this one. Okay. Apply. So actually we already have drawn a map. Force refresh state. Yeah, now it should start working. Yeah, all the texts are green, that this works, that all communication is fine and no faults. Let me try to disable the device. And you see, I have no link to another layer from the map. However, on this layer I created the link. So now let I add another link from layer 1 to layer 2, and link with layer 2. Okay, let it be here, for example. Apply. And I also want to see some event log, and I will create another window with event viewer. Okay, so now let me see. I used 0 to 85 and 0 to 70, so I must specify here from 0 to 50. It's already, no, it's not correct, so to 85. Okay, now let me see if we have communication enabled. synchronize time. Action is executed. Date time synchronization. So let me choose the correct zoom to the maps. Fit to window. It shows me that actually it is 130%. So what else quite important to show with object list, for example? I can choose the detectors or something that is disabled. Okay, the zone is disabled and I will enable the zone from here. So object list only shows all objects that are drawn on the map. Also, we can have the summary table of all positions that we have and on which layer. If we have quite a lot of layers, then it's possible to see all of this. Summary table, object list, show minimap. Okay, this is something new. I don't know what does it do. Okay, that's it what I wanted to show. Now I will stop the video.